All right. Welcome back to Tom Dave's Live. Today we have a special guest, Ruben Calderon. Hey, Ruben, how you doing this afternoon?
I'm good, Tom. Thank you very much.
Awesome, man. I know you're always doing well. So, hey, let's just jump right into it. Ruben, can you share with our viewers just a little bit about yourself? That'd be great.
Sure. My name is Ruben Calderon. I'm actually a Bay Area transplant, like most of you. I'm from San Jose, California. Went to Prospect with a little bit of Westmont High School on the side. I was involved in my local FFA chapter. When I graduated high school, I joined the Navy and I became a sonar technician. I used to hunt for submarines. I was stationed aboard a guided missile frigate, USS Stephen W. Groves, FFG 29, and we were initially out of Jacksonville, Florida, but we moved home ports to Pascagoula, Mississippi. And during that time in the Navy, I got to sail half of the country, it seemed like, and half of the world, um, and made lots of friends. And I did something at 19 that many other people aren't supposed to do. I found something that I wasn't supposed to find. I can't talk about it right now, but that was a pretty exciting time in the Navy. And then after that, I joined the CHP. I became a California Highway Patrol officer, and I did that for close to 20 years. I started off in East Los Angeles, and then I moved over to the Indio area, spent 9 years there, and then I was recruited to come up to the academy, the CHP Academy in West Sacramento, and be an instructor up there, where I was essentially like a drill instructor for the first half. And then the second half of my tenure up there, I was the instructor for the collision investigation, report writing, and hazardous material side.
Man, that's a great background, Ruben. Thanks for sharing. Well, tell us a little bit about your family.
Well, I'm in a blended family. My wife has 3 kids, and I have 2 kids, and they're all boys, ages 10 to 22.
Oh man. So what do you do with your spare time? Uh, if you do have any, what do you do with your spare time? What do you do for fun?
Well, in the spare time that I do have, I follow a lot of sports, whether it be football, college football, baseball, basketball, racing. But mostly I coach Little League. I coach my son's baseball teams.
Awesome. Well, man, that's a lot of fun. Definitely, that keeps you busy for sure. Yeah. So I know that you're in real estate now, and so what inspires you to get into real estate?
Well, a couple of things. I had the first the first time that I had thought about getting into real estate was in the early 2000s. I had just purchased my first home down in the Palm Springs area, and my first real estate agent, Brian Dearden, was doing very well. And him, and this other guy, Roger Joles, who was an agent too, they tried to get me to go work with them because during that time the market was hot. Of course, this was pre 2008, so everything was rolling really well. But I decided to stay with the Highway Patrol at that time. So when I retired and I left the CHP, I was looking for something that was interesting and challenging. And my wife, she was my girlfriend at the time, said, "Hey, I used to be a real estate agent. I think that this is something that you might be interested in." And I took the classes, and next thing you know, here I am doing real estate.
Awesome. Well, and Ruben, I know that you could have joined any real estate company and any team. So I'd love for you to share why you joined eXp Realty and the Tom Dave's team.
Well, thanks. And I have to say, it was kind of by accident, really. I was with another brokerage. I almost left real estate altogether because I had a decent first year, but after that, I just kind of fell off, and I lost my way. I didn't know what to do. I think there was a lot of things that I wasn't skilled at. And then a good friend of mine came to me and said, "Hey, if you're looking for something, I know this person who's looking for somebody to help him out on this team to set appointments for him." And lo and behold, it happened to be your team. And that's how I got introduced to EXP and the Tom Dave's team. And I have to tell you, um, it's been a godsend because what I've learned, like I said before, I was not a skilled agent. I got lucky my very first year, just with Zillow leads. But on this team, what I've been able to do and learn um, has really given me a strong foundation to move forward. Um, so, and EXP just has offered me a bunch of tools to be able to take my business, and I see what you're doing with your business, to the next level.
Well, it's been a godsend for me too, Ruben, and the team. You're awesome. So you have a vast background, growing up and then military, sports, CHP officer. What have you learned in your background that you're able to utilize now in real estate?
Well, a few things. One, how to talk to people. And I know we see a lot of things on television. The cops are this and that and the other, and they're heavy-handed. Well, one of the biggest tools that we have in our tool belt as police officers is communication. And that's one of the things I can say that I hadn't been in a lot of altercations, and it all had to do with the fact that I was able to talk to people, talk to them like they're my brother or sister or friends. And that was something that was told to me a long time ago when I was working East Los Angeles. Hey, you treat these people like they're your brother, your sister, your mother, your father, or whomever. And I've just taken that with me. And now, while in real estate, it's essentially how it's a relationship profession, and it's all about relationship and being able to speak to somebody, communicate with them well and effectively is I think the biggest thing that I've brought with me from that old profession to this.
Well, what I love about you, Ruben, is you're always learning and growing, and I really appreciate that. And that's really the definition of talent. Ruben is talented, and the reason I know that is because he asks great questions. And if you ever want to know if you have talent, they're going to ask you three questions, which Ruben has asked me. Number one, someone with talent is going to ask you, what else can I do? Number two is, where can I get better? And then number three, what do I need to do to grow? And so I appreciate the fact that Ruben is willing to grow, and he wants to learn, and he's definitely talented. So that's awesome. Hey, Ruben, thanks for jumping on here today. If someone wants to reach out to you, how can they get a hold of you?
Well, a couple ways, either Facebook or LinkedIn at Ruben Valcazar Calderon, email Ruben at TomDavesTeam.com, or you can call or text me 760-238-8522.
Awesome. Hey, Ruben, thanks so much. Great to see you again. And if any of you have any questions, reach out to Ruben, myself. We'd love to share, love to serve. And thank you very much.
Thank you.
Cool. Thanks, Ruben.